Hey everybody, it's KZ and welcome back. It's time for more Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance. Last time, we got everything with Miyazu sorted. She'll be just hanging out with Bethel Egypt under their protection for a bit. And the Four Horsemen are after us. We've cleared out half of them so far. Also, the Salt Mystery's done. It is Mastema, a shadow operative within Bethel, one of the archangels. He's been the one salting people and demons, just so that the Kadishnu can't touch them and steal all their Magatsuhi to awaken some sort of evil entity. A little screwed up. But hey, if we can defeat the Kadishnu, then really that won't need to continue happening. Also, Dazai seems to be getting the power, but a lot happened in the last one. I'm that Kelpie from the fairy village. Came all this way so I could talk to you. Guess you already know what happened to the village, right? I was away from the village at the time, so I was spared, but I don't want to leave everyone else like that. Learn just about everything around here, from the demons to the plants. Depends on Magatsuhi. And with that, I want to ask if you can bring me Grimacala's head. 4? I'm going to use it to make it rain. I'm going to use the Grimacala's big trunky head like a watering can and treat the plants to a much needed shower. Little Magatsuhi rain, and I'm sure they'll go back to normal. Will you help me out? Sure. Hey, thanks. There's definitely a Grimacala or two in Shinagawa. They got a real big noggin on them. Wait, you already took one of those out several episodes ago? Then I'll bet his head's probably lying around on the ground back where you fought him. God damn it! They're like, well, there's no real reason for you to have held on to it. I was really hoping. I was ready for the dopamine of just of being rewarded for a thing we did forever ago. And while we are getting essentially rewarded with that, we don't have to waste a tremendous amount of time doing this. I was really under the impression, that we're about to be like, oh, you did it, you're the best ever, and boom. But he's like, oh, in that case, I bet its corpse hasn't fully rotted. Go pick that shit up. Let's see. Here we go. It's in this dead end hole. Here we go. There we go. There's his head. Might as well pick up some reds on the way here, and let's go. Thankfully, we've got plenty of ways to return to areas and fast travel quickly, so it's not like we're, it's not as inconvenient as it could have been. But still, what just felt so great. Not a single bit of momentum lost. This theme is one of my favorites of the dots. Various field themes you get. My favorite one is also in Shinjuku, so really they just kind of popped off with a lot of the music setup here. Hey, what's up, buddy? And a Soma for our trouble. Yoko getting a much-needed level. Now I can repay the fairy village for all they've done for me. It's thanks to you. I better hurry back. Alright, cool. Anyway, Somas are quite good. I don't think they're as good as they used to be. Yeah, it's a one ally full HP MP recovery. It's not as good as in the PS2 era where you'd pick up a Soma and it's a party-wide HP MP full restore, but still immensely valuable, especially in fights that span out to more than 3 or 4 turns. Especially if you're playing like me and you're dumping massive loads of MP into various big attacks. We'll ignore the tribe of Senris over here. Let's go around. I can feel it's getting closer to that fiend. Ah, some macabres. Not this time, assholes. I'm not letting you own me like you did earlier. Oh, this theme's also quite good. Nice little bop to everything. The type of track that is so purely Megaten to it. some ethereal type, it's kind of like an ethereal quality, but with like a cool like urban beat, the type of stuff that definitely fit the vibe of the original Super Famicom games.
Oh, it's you.
Are you kidding me? I haven't seen you in forever. What's up?
We meet again, huh? This has, like, totally gotta be destiny or whatever, right? Gotta be. Unless you don't believe in that sort of stuff. Either way, perfect timing. We got business, you and I. Or, actually, I guess I just kinda need your help. You see, there's this big hole.
There you are! I finally found you, Amanazako!
This is bad. Very, very bad. Sorry, I gotta run. Just promise you'll come see me again later, okay? Cool, it's a promise!
You won't escape!
Okay, to be continued on that one. Random Tengu's fucking around with her. Not much I can do about it if she's already gone. Well, look what we have here. It's Anansi. Well, if it isn't my brother from before. What a coincidence meeting here. Well, as usual, father and son are feuding, however this time's a little different. After all, I have stolen the treasure of the Ashanti, the Golden Stool. This artifact connects the souls of the Ashanti people to their gods, whether my success is all but assured. If you would listen, I'd like to talk my true goal. I'm not simply aiming to join Bethel, I intend to create my own branch, Bethel Africa. Age after age, African lands have been subject to invasion, exploitation, crises of faith, and I have a duty to connect the African people and their faith to the future. For that reason, the African gods must establish parity and friendship with other branches under a strong leader. If I can't obtain my father's approval, then I'll just have to wait until I surpass him. But by taking the souls that reside in the Golden Stool, I'll have finally reached those heights. I can't afford to risk my father reclaiming this artifact, you understand? It'll be some time before I can use the power of the Stool spirits. Till I join Bethel, I must preserve the power. But just as the story was about to turn dull, you made a surprise cameo. You're without a doubt the trickster who shall defeat Onyankopon. You consider Tokyo your birthplace, then you must understand you now know the humiliation of seeing your birthplace trampled. More than anything, I loathe the fools who drag their feet when they could drive change and do good. You and I would make a duo to be reckoned with. What a stroke of luck! To help the weak and crush the strong, I expected no less. My father, Onyankopon, should be around Yotsuya. Go over and see to it. Okay, so you basically want me to kill him, and conversely, he'll want me to punish you. Now, while Anansi is clearly a schemer, a trickster, and whatnot, I gotta say, never been a fan of the old curmudgeonly parent that's obsessed with tradition. Even though Onyankopon is awesome in that he is a floating little mask head, I don't appreciate that the conclusion of the last quest was he just assaults his son and imprisons him, despite the fact that he was clearly outsmarted. So thus, in my own fucked up way of justifying random decisions, we shall go. We're gonna go help him kill his dad. All right, let's see what we can do, or at least make him relent. And you know, I'm not really much in the God Slayer mode at the moment, but you know, we'll see what we can do. If this is like the other quests that have us pick a side between some sort of feud between two demons. We should get Anansi into our party for this. Let's pick up these to make sure we are capped. Yep, we are. Alright, we'll be able to pop off immediately. There we go, I see this little fat head floating. Let's handle this. Okay, long time no see. Wah! You made a deal with that damn son of mine. Damn fast talker. The only thing he's good at is running his mouth. I won't blame you for that. All I'm asking is, once you listen to my side, I'll listen to your side. Anansi's already had this fear of being forgotten. He thinks he can protect the mythos of Ashanti by joining Bethel. If he gets forgotten, he figures he's as good as dead. I say gods aren't just what people see us as. If the mortals forget us, then we spirits simply return to the ether. We become wind, we become water, we live on in nature and keep on drifting in the universe. He's been so hung up on his stories that he's forgotten how we're originally supposed to be. You gotta take the stool back from him. No. Well, nothing for it. No mercy for an old man, huh? You're a cold one, boy. Well, even if you managed to yank that stool out from under me, I'm still Anansi's father. Sorry about this. Gonna teach you for some respect to your elders. I do respect to what he's saying, but it is cooler to be a god that's awesome and cool and awesome. Sorry to say. His version just sounded too boring. Okay. Spyglass this guy. The sky god of the Ashanti people and other tribes in West Africa. One of the aliases of the supreme god Nyame, the all-knowing and all-seeing. God of spiders who created all things. He's said to be the god that imparts joy and motivation to live. And the one people look to in times of hardship. At first, he lived near humans. When they struck the roots of a yam with a pestle, he migrated to the sky. Although far removed from humans, he is not considered unapproachable. Level 50, so we are going to have to be careful here. And we haven't taken damage yet, so guard. Alright, so he fights alone but gets 4 actions. That tells you immediately that he is a pain in the ass. Let's see. Can you go pierce off bouncing? Yeah, you can. Cool. Weak to physical, too. Neat. Yeah, he's null multiple things as well. This can be pretty difficult for us, I think. But we have all of this stuff with Hell's Thrust. It ignores affinity resistance. There we go. Just because you put up a guard doesn't mean I can't do anything in terms of combat. Ball of Hygia. We'll start getting ready with that. Puncture Punch yet again. Critical. We love to see it. Donum Gladi. Alright, we are looking pretty nice. And now Golden Apple. Dear Rahan. Oh no! This fucker has so much power behind him. What a pain in the ass. Okay. Let's update our tactics a little bit here. Do I want to go for all crits or a big hit? I think a big hit would be nice. Yeah, Puncture Punch. Alright, do that. Alright, Donum Gladi. Put that on K. Alright, next up, Freykugel EX. Cool. Hell Thrust. Let's see. As for that, any weaknesses to you again? It's, yeah, it's just physical. Hit him with a dark gem. It's damage. Damage is damage. Not much else I can do from this setup. Try to get him as close as possible, but he's probably gonna Dia Rahan through this. Enduring Soul, that was gonna kill me. Okay, we got it. Alright, Enduring Soul popped, so we did die off the roll. And his barrier's gone, so we can finish him up. Tricky fight, honestly, but I think we got all his eyes are like wiggling and shit. Go for it. Thank God he didn't Dia Rahan again. Whew. Dark block, we're good. Acrobat kick, we're good. Yeah. Yeah, should have known it'd turn out this way. I'm finished. Well done, brother. I knew you'd come. Onyankopon, tell me one thing before you die. This stool, did you do something to tamper with it? Couldn't draw its power after all, huh? I didn't do a damn thing to it. The spirits in there refuse you. You ain't worthy of their power. They saw that what you were aiming for, and they judged it unworthy of an Ashanti god. Old trickster, you knew this from the start. Even gods can't defy fate. If people don't wish for us and our mythology fades away, then that's just how it gotta be. I just regret that I couldn't teach you that truth. No, I alone decide how the story ends. What path must an Ashanti god walk, so that the souls will recognize them? If they frown on my joining Bethel, perhaps the answer may lie in the new story of creation that Nahobino speaks of. You've been a part of our story for several chapters longer than I expected. Therefore, I see no reason I can't bring some splendor to yours. Until the day I realize the dream of Africa. I am called Anansi. It is an honor to be a part of your story. And we can unlock a perfusion. You made the right call, Kay. People like Anansi with a passion to make change make a lot of enemies. The fact that you understood what he was going for and helped him, it's admirable, I think. I guess. I thought Onyankopon's ideas were really nice, too. It's true that there are problems in this world, we can't deny that, but I understand why he'd resist change.
So, basically...
I think he really loved this world. He didn't want to risk changing it for the worse. Sure, an easy choice for someone who's got the luxury of loving the world. I'll never understand that. The world's defined by pain and suffering, nothing else. I don't care if it falls apart.
Hey.
You know, I kind of just disassociate for a second, Yoko. Anyway, I don't think painful things and happy things are mutually exclusive. Hey, look at us. We're going through all this violence and dot, but that's not all we're experiencing. Or that because I've got you two with me, don't you think so? I'm talking about the world on a broader scale. They're completely different cases. If you say so, I don't think they're that different. Anyway, we've defeated the Boomer, which is quite nice. Gives us access to Anansi here. Folkloric hero of the Ashanti and other tribes in West Africa. Depicted as a trickster who gets by on his wit and cunning, portrayed as a spider or a man, depending on the interpretation. Anansi appears in many stories, including one where he collects the people's wisdom in a gourd and attempts to hang it from a tree, but in a fit of dismay, he upends it and scatters wisdom across the world. The stories tell of how he buys the stories of the sky god, Onyankopon, and makes them his own. These stories are collectively called Anansi, or Spider Tale. He's a caster, so of course he has high magic. Additionally, he's got Wisdom Unleashed. Slight MP recovered to all allies when user uses a Magatsui skill. And then we got What Comes After 4. Weak Dark Attack, chance of insta-kill. I forget, I wonder what that means. I do know in Japan, like, 4 is a number associated with death. This guy's got Bufdan, Makakajamon, and where's Mamudun? As it stands here, not very good yet. I would have to pick up I'd have to pick up a couple of, like, things for him. Like some essences to really flesh out his spellcasting potential. Additionally, I would also like to see, if possible, what are his innate things? It's not, don't use fire. Okay, so basically he's cool, whatever, just fire has really bad skill potential, so it's not even worth putting on. Let's see if we can essence adjust my guy. Also, a shit ton of demons have now been unlocked in there. Let's see if we can maybe do something with him. Let's see, Isis. Mazionga, I could get through that. Idun would be good for Mahamaon. And we could get Concentrate, Belfort set up. Yeah, I could see us getting some stuff in here through them, and we can get a lot of these back later. Sure, we'll start doing that. So what comes after 4? Makakajimon will keep this, that. Set.
Oh.
Then get back over to him again. Belphegor, what comes after 4? Mahamaon. Mabufula. This is heavy dark. And what is this? Weak dark to 1. But it's unique. So we'll definitely want Mamudun. So we'll put that right next to it because of my OCD. We'll do this here. We lead with spreads. And concentrate. Hold on, we'll do Mabufu. Actually, I like how I go spread. But if something's stronger, I go single target. You're seeing how my brain dead like method of ordering skills go as we go here. I will do that. Concentrate and Murakukacha. But that does leave out his seal status effect. But that being said, he gets no benefits from it. It's a thing he can do, but none of these things are like feeding into that playstyle. And I'm dumb, so we're just not going to. If I had 8 slots, it would absolutely be able to make the cut, but as it stands here, not really. That said, we now have a character that can be built properly and can get some things done. Let's see. After that, Demon Fusion. Hold on, Compendium. Let's register so he will remain as good as he is now. Special Fusion. We got some stuff in here. So, first up, we got level 47. One of our riders. For him, we're going to need Macabre, Valkyrie, and... one of the other riders. White Rider. Yes, I forgot the riders fuse into each other. It's one of those types of deals. So... I would have to get the money scrounged up for White Rider, fuse into White Rider, then upgrade into Red Rider. Then, of course, that'll continue with, I think it's like Black Rider and Pale Rider. Onyankopon, also available. King of Tails buff. Draws enemy hostility to 1 ally, but raises attack to max for 3 turns. Dono Magiki, DM Rita, and Skyward Withdrawal when switching to a Genma Demon. All buffs and supports will be granted to the switch. So they got some stuff there. This guy, all on support. All on helping other people. Big heals. Big buffs, and then physical stuff. And of course, the weakness to Fizz. So that can be decent. We're not going to worry about any of that other stuff for now, since we're kind of like settled now. Let's do some recovery. I think we'll have Anansi in the group here. I'll put that over Idun for now. See how my build evolves a little bit from there. Now let's get back into deep into Shinjuku. We have a fight to go do. Let's see. Looks like we yeah, looks like we take a turn here and go around. And here we go, another rider. Nah, we're fine. Okay. Ready to go.
Protector of the menorah. One of the Four Horsemen, Black Rider.
Good for you, dude.
Here, I will test thy strength. But be warned, those lacking will fall. The world is beyond their reach. Now, show me thy power. Bear thy very soul.
Hey, well, here we go. Ice. Well, that's good news. We got 2 blocks on that shit. Cool. Alright, we got Legion on tap. Alright, physicals are good to go. We do not have any problem doing that. Alright, Kay, you're gonna get the Glotty. We're gonna buff you up. And let's see how light goes on these guys. 2 in the front are weak to it. That's good. Let's get some crits in there. We have the perfect opportunity to check weaknesses on you. Weak to wind, bounces ice, resists dark and light. It's got Megidolone, that's scary. Soul Divide. Severe Almighty on all foes, chance of inflicting seal, but has low accuracy. Dikaja, so it can get rid of buff effects on foes. He's probably gonna proc that then. Shit. One of the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse spoken in the Book of Revelation. He rides a black horse and carries scales, indicating the terrible famine he is to bring. He has also been given the authority to end the lives of those who are suffering. That's great, man. That's great. Let's see. Hit him up! Alright, there's the Dikaja. Physical barrier of fucking course. Thank God I have moves that pierce. Yep, sorry, dude. I accidentally spec'd a team that is against one of your main damage dealers. Okay, Puncture Punch. Who cares? What to do with you at this point? I guess just enable K, I guess. Yeah, pop this again. Alright, this is a little bit more complicated if we can continue to turn off my buffs. Holy shit! Well, he didn't turn him off, but he killed someone really brutally there. Holy moly! You're a little bastard now, aren't you? Let's see. This is rough. Yeah, go for Black Draco Strike, I guess. Okay. This is greater of crit. There we go. Extra shot at it. Again. Okay, we've done a lot of damage. We've done an extreme amount. Okay, Anansi has been melted down. Not great. Neither is that. Okay, so switching of tactics here.
Let's go.
Okay, change up. We need more people in here. Welcome to the fold, Isis. Alright, we killed one. That lowered his turn markers by 1. Megidolone, are we dead? Those two are dead. That's a dodge. I'm still in it. I am still in it. I am still in it. Fuck you, motherfucker. I am still in it. Bada boom, baby. I simply believe I will win. I believe nothing bad will happen ever. I'm still alive, motherfucker. You think you can beat me? You can't, because I'm the best there is, baby. Ah, shit! I can't Frank Kugel if there's no one else here! Ah, shit! You fool. Severing Bite's all I need.
You ready?
If I kill the source of my problem, then nothing else will happen. Get out of here! Oh man, that was scary.
Fiend Black Rider. Status eliminated. And that's the third of the Horsemen. That leaves just one. What will become of us once we've defeated all four?
It's so funny they give you they don't give you fiends for a little bit, and then they pop four of them right here, and then they're just like a constant stream. You just hit them up back to back over the course of like an hour. All right, head back to the ley line fount. I'm having heart palpitations. Okay. Team was good. We just ran into a couple of problems, you know? Ran into a couple of issues, but overall I'm pretty happy with everyone's performance here today. Hold on, we do have grimoires. Restore. Slight MP recovery when landing a critical hit or hitting an opponent's weakness. Now, you may go, KZ, that seems interesting. Wouldn't that pair well with Hasatobi's guaranteed crits? The answer is yes! Yes, it will. And yes, it does. Keeping people as up-to-date as possible. Go in here and fix that. There we go. Continue to generate more and more MP. Can't say no to that. There's an amalgam that way, but it is way up in the air. We're not getting it that easy. All right, let's start taking things a little slower. At the very least, trying to explore through this a little bit. Not just running straight to where a boss location is. Ah! Why? Why? What am I gonna do? Hasatobi. 10 MP back for that? That's pretty decent value. Ugh. I like the fact that that's like it's a weak dark attack, but it has so much aura. Really selling me on Anansi here. Essence of Osei. What does that get us? Critical Wave, Beast Eye, Charge, Binding Strike. Beast Eye can be kind of good. Put that on a physical guy just to make sure they have higher accuracy. Okay, the amalgam's at the top here, so there might be some terrain puzzle here to get to the very top. See what we can do. Alright, up here's a no-go, so obviously this isn't where they expect me to progress. Must mean there's some holes that I can jump through. And it's not gonna be this either. Nothing's sticking out. Isn't the only hole we got here? Okay, that one's like not aligned with any cars. Let's have a look. This vantage point. Alright, we got some Anzu up here, and the ramp takes us up top, but I don't really see a way to get to it otherwise. This, I don't think they expect you to do this, because it's a little too complicated. Also, not enough height. But where else? Like, this is fully guarded. God, can you guys shut up? All they like to do is roar. Get a job. We can leave it. One of those I can find off screen. Even my own patience has limits. All right, let's see. We got a rail up on the left side here. If we go around. Let's see. Yeah, it's hiding right here in this nook. Explains why I couldn't get to the top of this building. It's because they expect you to get to a rail outside. Sometimes the answer is nowhere near where you were going. I'll take it. Okay. Well, with that connection made, there is an abscess if we head if we head north and then due west. Click, click. Oh, where would I be without my can of jelly or my traveler's check? Hello. I don't know why, but this area has many large buildings and winding roads. I'm not even sure how to reach that large building to the west. I imagine there was some sort of fortress here to deter invaders. Still not there yet. Oh, free level. Yeah, it's just a normal item.
So be it.
That's the wrong way. This way is gonna take us to our big red nightmare. Hey, what's up, big guy? Don't mind if I do. Just gonna grab a little save so we don't lose any progress here. Let's go! We've got 2 mad gassers. Yeah, get me ready, please. Let's see. Guard. We're gonna pop off next turn. Bakarakarn, that's fine. And they're gonna charge up. They will not live to see tomorrow, I think. Or at least I'm gonna try and make it like that. Okay, guaranteed criticals. Just punch him. Alright, for you, Severing Bite. There we go, nice 1259. They block, that sucks. We just lost a shit ton of turns. Alright, we'll set up Severing Bite to finish this guy. Alright. And they're burning value, so yeah, nothing too interested on that front. And the finish. Alright, cool. Okay, Deathly Aura, Art of Intervention, and Almighty and Physical Masteries. Most importantly, we cleared this area as a little less dangerous. Huh.
So be it.
And we've got a rail. That's nice. I always love when I'm running into a random area and it actually leads to a rail. It's almost like I know it's there, but I definitely did not. Getting back into the swing of doing LPs is great because it means that I'm not looking at a chat room, and I'm not looking at any like visual aids or guides or stuff to expedite the process a little bit. I'm just vibing. I just occasionally look to make sure that I actually started recording every 20 minutes or so, and then freak out if I'm not. But thankfully, I'm pretty good at not forgetting that part. I think there's maybe been 3 times, I think, ever in thousands upon thousands of videos that I've made where I've forgotten to hit start. And each time I'm like, I'm the dumbest guy alive. I don't deserve to live. Like, how did this happen? How do you get into the zone when you didn't even like hit the starting line? It's like you hit the button and then you start speaking and you go. It's the most important first step. All right, let's see. We got some stuff up there. There are no holes on the roof. Yeah, it's mostly debris. Oh, great, you guys. Okay, get them to despawn. Then they'll respawn here and whiff. All according to plan. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Are there holes, actually? Oh, no, I can jump out and then in. I bet. Let's see, where are they at? Yeah, here we go. There we go. A little creative with it. 2 life drain gems and 2 fire gems. I'm gonna be honest, not the most worth it items in the world. But at least I didn't get grabbed by these guys even once. Looks like Demeter's in there. Must be another fun tyrant to fight. And we haven't hit this ley line yet. And another abscess. We have so much to do. Oh. So we meet again. What perfect timing. I have a bit of a problem. Could I ask for your help again? You recall what I said about wanting to turn Tokyo into a fertile land with a wonderful harvest? In order to do that, I require a divine instrument known as the Horn of Plenty. Given the vast expanse of the land, I could probably do with one more, but I digress.
Okay.
Now then, will you assist me in finding one? There's a frightening horned beast somewhere in this area. It was only hearsay, but do look into it. Okay, well, we have to backtrack for that, so it's gonna be on the back burner for a minute or so. I got some business up here. And where's that last horseman? I guess around that region. And we're also closing in on the next main plot objective. Oh, hey, it's Goko.
Listen well.
With the creator now gone, any human in possession of knowledge can become a Nahubino. Such is the great potential bestowed upon humanity. You too will surely realize your potential and forge a legacy all your own. However, the Kaddish do aim to rid humanity of this budding potential. Such haphazard violence cannot be allowed to continue. You must vanquish those vile demons and protect the order of the world. Sure, dude, no pressure on any of that, I guess. Okay, well. Let's take care of the abscess that's like right here. At least I think it's right here. Look at the map again. Zoop. Seems to be ways to climb. Now, I'd have to push a little bit more further here. Is there another quest? Yeah, in that building. I remember this area. A lot of the platforming and traversals a little bit more complicated. That's not a face I know. I'm Senri, Mountain Cat. The demon flying over Shinjuku's third block is one of them. Gurulu used to be a renowned bird god, but human knowledge reduced him to a demon. God used his power to ensure his own divinity and undermined rival gods. However, knowledge eventually fell into the hands of humans, who were then able to change God's divinity themselves. For when the knowledge of many humans is united, it begets a power called faith. But I digress. Gurulu was condemned for divinity to depravity, and now it's turned his spite toward the people. He's powerful relative to other demons, but with your divinity, you can probably defeat him. Can you take him down? Alright, so that's another quest to kill. Man, there is a bunch of amalgam around here. There's one up there, and then there's one on top of this area here, too. Let's see, can I stand on this edge? Oh, yes! I love when they let me do this. Nice, 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 nice. Well, at least I know where the abscess is. Oh boy. Excuse me, and pop a little save just so we don't lose any progress and go. Look at you. We got some new guys here. Let's check them out. Floros. One of the 72 demons of the Ars Goshi. He appears as a leopard and can see into both the past and future. He can control fire, which he uses to burn his adversaries to death. We got Ifrit. Powerful spirit in Arabic folklore. Wields the power of fire. Said to grant various boons of magic to those who summon them, but also have a violent temper, will not hesitate to kill anyone who sparks their ire. And Oribus, another of the 72 Ars Goshi demons, said to appear as a human with the head of a horse, answers all questions concerning past, present, and future, and is liked and respected by sorcerers. According to legend, he was often summoned by sorcerers seeking to see through lies or predict the future. Nice set of guys we got here. Crit City! Okay. Okay. Flop that. And I'm thinking buff me. Yeah, I'm thinking get buff. Use this turn to build. Let's see. How do you do on light? Light, generic. Okay, nothing too crazy then. Alright, cool. Donum Gladi. Put that on Yoshitsune. Ow. Ow. Oh, man. Oh, man. You fucking one-shot, dude. Could it be because my guy was an ice-based guy? Yes, but I'm still mad about it. God forbid I do anything, right? All right, we're gonna force crit. You know, if we die, we just have to redo 2 minutes. It's not that big of a deal. There we go. Hit ice weaknesses, severing bite. I'm gonna go for Floros on this. There we go. That guy's almost dead. Asatobi again. Ice Draca Strike. And we're gonna need a definitive kill here, so I'll pick Oribus. Let's see if we lose. Yoshi's dead, and you're still alive. You're almost dead, and they didn't go for the kill, which is great. Ice Draca Strike. You're out. Severing Bite. Ice Draca Strike and Severing Bite. Alright, we're good. I've been playing on the Razor's Edge recently. Bunch of fights where we're like losing guys, but we're finishing quickly. Not the best way to live. A big glass cannony, but also some of it just comes from bad luck. Some of it just goes from a bad thing happens and I go, I'm still going to play aggressive. Like, oh yeah, I should have recognized that Anansi, someone who was basically null to ice, would in fact have a bad time against an entire group of demons that are ice element. Like, that's on me just not thinking on any level at all. Return to the fount. There we go. Next up, let's get our guys back in there. Let's go over and check quests here. Let's see, the disgraced bird god. We can find Gurulu, or we can do Horn of Plenty. I think we'll do Horn of Plenty. That would require us to head back this way. All right, let's see if I can find the area where we're meant to get this horn. Alright, I should have identified it now after taking a quick railway here. Climbing up here should get where we need to go. Alright, let's see here. Yeah, this way. Yes, continue feeding me juices. Ah, here we go. Alright, well, you know the drill. Save, and let's try and finish strong today. There's a demon ahead. Here's hostile. Hit attack. Okay. Chimera. A monster that's part lion, part goat, part snake. Originally a symbol representing the seasons, it became a violent monster when adopted into Greek mythology. Its father is Typhon, and its mother Echidna. It can take physical, which is pretty much all I need to know. I'm like, can I do the things I've been doing? Yes, then that's great news. I'd like to know what its weaknesses are at least. It's got fire, it's got fire, it's got lightning, it's got physical, spirited synergy. Allies who draw hostility may survive a fatal blow with 1 HP. Weak to wind. Understood. We'll do that, and we'll enter Donum Gladi for Yoshitsune. Alright, next turn we can have a nice pop-off. Just depends how this turn goes. One physical and another physical on me, and we're fine. Alright, that turn was nothing. This guy is not trying. Guaranteed crits, please. Just make Severing Bite hit all the harder. Let's see. Yeah, definitely just keep on this. I think that's still going to do the highest amount of damage. This has, you know, I think we have some sort of ice boost on you. Severing Bite! Taste your own medicine, fucko. Let's see. Doesn't really matter what resistance you got, but you're a magic guy, so if I have a gem I could use, I'm gonna go for that. That'll just lead to more damage. We'll do that. We will burn, we'll get more damage out if we Gladi K. Severing Bite will just hit harder. There we go, another 1,000 for our troubles. Alright, and stack some defense buffs on him. Okay, big danger coming up. No, you can get an extra hit in. There we go. Now we have an extra turn here. Lifestone Chain. Alright, double defensive. We're going to have to hope it's enough. Fire. I forgot people are weak. That's going to be a little more complicated. It depends how he uses other turns. Retaliate proc is nice. Last hit and not punished. Alright, nothing bad happened off that. We can probably finish from this position. Which we're going to want to because my extended buff window is going to end, and I'd rather not reapply it. Any gems? We got 4 shard. Go for 4 shard. It gives us the extra turn. Ah, damn. No guaranteed crits on you, huh? Yeah, this is a medium. Go for it. And pass. And this is going to have to do it. Yes! Just enough. Okay, we got that horn she wanted so badly. So, yeah, I think we can get out of here. And we've also got to explore an area that I hadn't really messed with, too. So that's good. Let's heal everybody up after all their hard work. And hit up these ley lines yet again. Alright, let's see. Get to her, I just have to move backward, I think. Yeah. I get it, you're all very strong men. We're all very impressed.
Oh,
You found a horn of plenty?
harvest time!
What a bountiful harvest. This is without a doubt a horn of plenty. Megami talisman obtained. And another level for us. One away from the big 50. Light mana aid, we don't need that. Use Eternal Prayer. Fully restores HP, cures status ailments, revives all allies, stock included.
Okay.
This is good if battles are going really bad. This is the Horn of Chimera, a beast that was abandoned by my younger brother, Zeus. So this is where it ended up. Oh my, have you been idling here instead of carrying out your duties? I say, might I ask you something? For the sake of the fertile land, I ended up sacrificing this beast for its horn. How do you feel when it comes to making sacrifices? Sometimes they're necessary.
Perfect.
That's true, I shouldn't need it vast. We all made sacrifices to get where we are now. That's why we must pay our respects to everything we must sacrifice. As for the harvesting, we should always keep that foremost in our minds. I just realized that her, like, horn thing that's got the harvest in it, like, moved its mouths on it. That's a little weird.
It can't be.
You mustn't think I'm strange for asking such a question. I apologize. I feel a little better after hearing your answer, though. Thank you for everything. I hope you will help me again should something else crop up.
Plenty.
Sacrifice is a difficult subject to contemplate. It's not difficult at all. We shouldn't have to make sacrifice to begin with. But this world can't function without sacrifice. That's a sad reality. It needs to change. Yet those in power continue the cycle of suffering, and the onlookers don't even notice something is wrong, or rather, they willingly turn away. Such indifference has led to the loss of so many innocent lives over the course of history. You're like 16, right? When viewed in such a way, it shows just how broken the world truly is. I do think you're right that our world's built on sacrifice, but does that mean it should all come to an end? What do you mean? Well, just look at us. We're fighting for survival against the demons, but at the same time, we're doing what we can to help others. Yes, many people have died throughout history, but if you believe their deaths were in the name of a better future, then not all of them were necessarily tragic. I won't deny that we've suffered painful loss. I don't want the things I cherish to be taken from me either. Choosing to sacrifice yourself for someone else, however, there's something precious about making that decision. But aren't you just fooling yourself? Idealism won't change anything about the pain and sacrifice in the world. Maybe you're right, but maybe you're wrong too. There's no easy answers. That's why I think it's a difficult subject. Every single conversation with her is like a really cold, pragmatic like conversation. And then Tao's like, I am the most optimistic person in the world. Everyone around me could be dead, but I'd find some way to persevere.
Oh.
Inspiring in its own way.
Wow.
A long time ago, there's a shop known to harvest meat in Shinjuku. It would seem another tyrant has taken a position in West Shinjuku. And like that tyrant that appeared in Tenozu, there's another god who hungers for sacrifices. Will you slay it for me?
Harvest time.
Sounds good. Okay, so at some point I need to make it over to the west side and deal with the boss there. Nice to see that she wanted me to double up on work. I'm working for slave wages here for the goddess of harvest. Alright, can we get a little bit of money? I would like a little bit of cash. There we go. Not as much as I would have liked, because I do want to do the Four Horsemen like fusion dance thing. What to do? We're pretty far along in this. Do I keep going? I just don't know. Ooh. I'll be right back. We're gonna get money. We interrupted this, me getting money for, oh no, a Gurulu spawned on top of me. I smoke balled and then immediately hit it again so we could start it on camera. Oh my god, this is the desecrated bird we were meant to fight. We're just doing it now because it's right here. It's in front of me right now. I guess I'm doing it. Here we are. Let's go. Was incredibly alarmed by all of the proceedings here, but well, I guess that's just how it's got to be. Let's see here. Slumber Vortex, we got 4 sleps at once. Are you kidding? We're all awake. Never mind. He's gonna pop off next turn. I'm gonna hope for the best here. Okay. Thinking about it. It's critical. It did so much damage the last time I tried this strat. We might as well do it again. Anyway, tell us a little bit about Gurulu here. A demon that takes the shape of a giant bird in Sri Lankan mythology. Known as the Gurulu Yaksha, it's believed to be a derivation of Garuda, the spirit bird of Indian mythology, which is in ideological opposition to its place in Sri Lankan mythology, in which it is interpreted as a demon. Alright, we got things about as prepped as we can here, I think. Okay, ice isn't a big deal, thank God. That was a big risk, trying out a move in the hope that it just works as the way I need it to. Alright, Boofdine. House Tobe. Drake Strike. Severing Yum Yum. Alright. And defend us up. Maximum defense. We're gonna get critted, but we'll see how it goes. Dark Sword, you're out. Okay, understood. Nihil Claw, I'm still here. You are still here. You are gone. Never fucking mind. You got fucking scammed. If I'm being honest, you were fucking scammed just now. Entirely. Unbelievable. Okay, we need more people out here, so let's start bringing in extras.
Let's go.
Slumber Vortex just hit the Osei. Can we get a spread so you can just fucking remove it? Okay, he lived barely. That was a little close. Always lands criticals. Let's try Storm. Okay, that's not too bad. Let's see. Gladi is up. You can use items here too. Anything I'd like to do? Give a bead to Osei. Yeah, Severing Bite for another 550. We got a couple misses on that, so things could be worse. Endured with 1 HP. Love to see it, I guess. All things considered, this is still pretty rough. Heal you of your problem. I thought you were asleep, actually. That's my bad. I definitely didn't need to go for that. Pass. Change. Let's get in Tau. Mediorama. Here we go. Okay. We should be able to do some big stuff next turn. Nice retaliate. And oh no, you get another turn. Osei withstood, but still not great. Buffs and debuffs twice as effective for allies for 1 turn. That might be nice, but I'm gonna go for the crit. It's the easy out. It's the easy out in this position. Okay, let's all right, fight him. Beggy Dola. Hit him. And for the finish. All right, that one was dicey. It didn't even mean to fucking fight this guy. Like, kid? He just kind of appeared. This is what happens when sometimes the thing you fight is a thing that's flying around the area on the overworld and just sees you and just tries to clap you. Not great. Disgraced bird god can be completed. You know what? I guess I'm gonna grind a bunch of money and start the next episode with the fusions I wanted to do instead of ending the episode with it like I had planned. So let's close out by clearing this. I truly can't see Gurulu anywhere. It must be what you said. Accept this reward. Force Sutra. There we go. Hysterical slap. 2 weak physicals. Greater target if there were charm. I'm good. Long ago, all gods were Nahobino, but once the creator took away knowledge, we became demons. But you're that new Nahobino. No, you don't have to answer. But I'll tell you this. We talked about how God's divinity can change through knowledge. Then it would follow that Nahobino should be able to become whatever kind of god he wants to be, regardless of his original divinity. What matters now is the present, and then eventually the future. Good luck! That's nice little motivational stuff coming out of that Senri, honestly. That was nice. I like that. All right, I guess that's a good spot as any to cap off for today. Hope you enjoyed yet another meaty, big fight-filled episode of SMT5 Vengeance. We will, of course, be back in the next episode. I will grind probably 200,000 or 300,000 Maka so I can do the daisy chain of fusions to get through the riders, and I hope in the next one we can take out the 4th one. But we haven't gotten to this area yet, and who knows what happens over here. Many mysteries and things to find out, but that will be for another time. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. It's been great getting back into the whole Let's Play thing with Shin Megami Tensei 5, and I've been having a great time playing it and doing videos like this. If you enjoy that kind of thing, show your support in any way you can. This could be through just watching these videos, as you have been doing. Dropping a like, click that button, and of course, throwing a comment. If you want to go the extra mile, you can be one of the names that's been scrolling on the screen here and become a patron at patreon.com/KZExcellent. If you're even more awesome and drop at least $25 a month or above, you get a special shout out of your name. I do that. It's crazy. We got 3 of them here. Thank you so much to Juicefrost, Chris C, and WTF Spider-Man. You are my greatest of supporters in this effort. Thank you so much, and yeah, I think that's it. All right, see you guys next time. Enjoy this end card.